Hi.
How are you feeling?
Really sorry. I feel like fucking shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just,
Uh,
I need to tell you, some stuff, and I'm sorry I didn't come out and
it's
tell you
no.
yesterday, and I
Look,
just,
hey, Lola, it's okay. Hey, listen,
no, it's not.
calm down. Just breathe, okay? Breathe. Won't you go ahead and go have a seat on the couch, okay?
Okay, so yesterday, right? Nicole came and towed the car, and you know how you said
Mm-hmm.
that you were like gonna go off and like take a phone call and do some meditation or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
the short version of this story is that she came and with Oswin, by the way. I think I told you that yesterday, but yeah, Oswin's
Yeah.
there too.
Yeah.
She pulled the car out and she saw you standing at the end of the sandbar thing, and she goes, "Oh, is that your friend?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "But you know, he's on the phone. He's gonna be like doing some meditating, so I'm gonna come back for him in a bit." And she go, "Oh, who is it?" I said, "That's Steven." And her demeanor immediately shifted, and it freaked me the fuck out because I've known Nicole a long time, pretty much since I moved here. And she's always
Mm-hmm.
been really warm toward me, really just looking out for me, you know. And I don't know. She as soon as I said her name, her whole demeanor changed. And I know you said that she fucked you over on a therapy thing. Listen, it's not my place to judge. We're all human. I don't know if there was. I just don't know, right? It's not. It's whatever. Anyway, so she turns to me and she goes, "Lola, you stay away from that man. He's bad news. He will." She goes, "He's dangerous toward women." And it just sounded so odd because you've been nothing but the opposite toward me, you know, and 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 you work in the hospital. Like you're technically her colleague, I would think, but
Mm-hmm.
it surprised me because now that I've had time to like think about it, I'm like, well, if these things were true, then why wouldn't have she have said something to Dr. Hugh, or why wouldn't like something have been done, if these things were true? So so we go to the pump and dump. They're fixing my car. She pulls me to the side. She's in tears at this point, and that really freaked me the fuck out. And she goes, "Lola," she goes, "you have to promise me you won't talk to him again." She goes, "Cancel your therapy, cancel everything." She goes, "Do not see him again." And and when I asked like why, like why are you saying these things, she goes, "I can't tell you a lot, but it's being looked into. It's being investigated." And I said, "Oh." I said, "What is being investigated?" She goes, "I can't tell you." And I was completely like, this whole fucking thing threw me off because she's standing in front of me crying, pleading and begging me not to talk to you again. She's saying all these horrible things. She's never given me a reason she's never given me a reason to doubt things that she said to me in the past. I don't, and it just threw me, like, I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what to do. And then it just sent me in this mental spiral. And I closed up, and I'm sorry because I owe you better than that. And that's why I'm so fucking upset, because I don't know what to think, and I'm so mad at myself for just jumping to conclusion. And then she's like he's the, because she kept telling me women aren't safe. And after the mayor meeting, um after the mayor meeting, I saw you, and I don't know, like, I was fine during the meeting, and then I saw you, and then I just got hit with this wave of anxiety, which isn't necessarily your fault. I just don't know why I just suddenly got so panicky. And then I remember Ramona saying that she was going to go talk to you, and I just had Nicole's words playing in my head over and over and over. And I was like, Ramona's my friend. If something is really wrong, she needs to be aware. So I called Ramona and I told her about the conversation that I had with Nicole. And she basically, like, defended you completely and said that this is not true, and there's stuff that I don't know. And she's like he's not like that, Lola, blah blah blah. And then by the time I got done talking to her, I just remember thinking, I felt so confused. I'm just thinking, like, what if, I just remember thinking that by the end of my talk with Ramona, I was like, well, maybe I'm just overreacting, you know? Maybe I just jumped the gun, and because I don't really know what's going on. There's no proof of anything as far as I can see, and you've never been nothing but kind and open with me. So I'm really sorry. I just don't. I should have talked to you first, but I was scared and I didn't know what to think.
Mm-hmm. Give me a moment. So, what I'm going to tell you, I told Ramona a long time ago.
Don't trip on me, but I'm gonna be late.
Okay.
Before I came to Los Santos, I used to be in a cult.
Okay.
I was taken at the age of 9. I was indoctrinated. I was indoctrinated. I was trained. I was brought right on into it from the ripe old age of 9.
I'm sorry. It's fucking horrible.
Through there, I learned a lot of different lessons, and I did a lot of horrible things. When I knew Ramona was pretty much my best friend, that's when I told her. I even brought her out to a session with Dr. Q, so that she can kind of hear some of the more deep kind of details, like some of the stuff that we would do to people, what we would, do to each other. Because one of the things that we would do to each other is, because there was a group of us, we were called the Chosen. So we were the ones that were taken at like 9 years old from our family, or like 9-10 years old from our families.
Okay.
Our families were pretty much murdered in front of us.
Oh my god.
For my family, my father was told to make a choice. He was like, who is your favorite child? Is it your son, or is it your daughter? I mean, that's an impossible decision to make.
Of course it is.
I don't think so. Sounds like way over.
And after a little bit more talking, and them threatening to start cutting pieces off of my mother, my father finally said my sister's name. Said that she was his favorite. My sister was then taken out behind a tree and killed.
Oh, Steven, I'm so sorry.
I was there in shock.
Yeah.
My mother was the next to go. My father was beside himself. He was almost frozen. I was pretty much frozen. I just watched all that happened in front of me. And then the main guy, he just got in my head, he got in my ear, and he pretty much convinced me to stab my own father to death. Once that was done, each of the 4 people that were there hugged me and said that I was strong, and said that I was worthy, and that I would be a great person one day. And so that's when they went and brought me into the cult. During that time, I had to endure some extreme hardships. Pain was a huge thing with this cult. I have swam through oceans of pain.
I can imagine. I'm so sorry, I had no idea.
Me and the other 3 chosen, because there's 4. Because one of the 4 of us was going to end up becoming the leader one day. And it was a competition. Everything was a competition. Everything was about pain and competing. So we would do things such as something we would call the pain game. And what that entailed is one of us would stand in the center of the other 3, and their goal was to not flinch, while the 3 people on the outside would take these thin, hard sticks and whip you. They would do it one at a time. And their goal was to make you flinch, or to make you say uncle, to make you stop. But we were all so proud. We all just wanted to keep going. My very first trial, I ended up having to kill one of the other chosen in order to survive. We were out.
Horrible.
At the time, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever done.
What do you mean?
Killing is horrible. No one should ever have to do that to another human being. But for myself and Robert, we were put into a spot in the middle of the woods, because that's where this cult lived, out in the middle of fucking nowhere in Alberta, north of Edmonton by like 4 or 5 hours. We got dropped off at a location. We were each given half a liter of water, no food. We were given a compass and told to walk on a certain bearing. They didn't tell us how far we had to go. They didn't say how long it would take. I won't go into all the details, but by the 8th day, Robert had completely lost it. We were both done. We both knew that we were dying. But as Robert sat there crying and wanting to stop, wanting to give up, that's where I didn't see Robert anymore. I saw an opportunity. Opportunity for me to carry on. And so as Robert sat there on a log, just wishing for it to all end, I picked up a large rock and I smashed him in the back of the head with it several times.
Oh my god.
I then took a broken piece of rock and I cut him open, and I took out his heart and I ate it to nourish my body. I continued walking for another 2 days before I reached a field where there were people waiting for me. And they accepted me, and they told me that my first trial was over. I had made it through one of 5 stages. Over the next 2 years or so, I went through the next couple trials. That's where I got the scar on my left side. don't think I've ever showed it to you, but it says pride. Pride was my sin. I had to wear this sin on myself until I realized what it was, what I was. Once that was realized, that's why I moved on to the third trial, where they wash the sin from your soul. Long story short, they drown you. If you come back, then you can consider yourself cleansed. If you don't, then you were just weak and you didn't belong.
Is this what you told me? Is this what you meant when you said that you drowned as a kid?
Yes.
Okay.
After that, we had to bring other people into the fold to complete our fourth trial. And I was 12 or 13 at this time. I still brought in people, and it was easy. I brought in drug addicts and people who just felt so down on themselves that they had nowhere else to go, where anything seemed like a good option. And me being a young kid, no one really kind of batted an eye. Anyways, as time went on, we all kind of grew. We were pretty much being prepped to become, the next father. And there were things that were instilled in us, things that we had to keep thinking of, and things that made us who we were. The biggest one of those things was trust. Trust is something that you can never get rid of. If you break your trust with the people that are closest to you, then you are no longer strong. And Lola, that is where you messed up. You was going to be part of my family. Shut your mouth. Now, what you're going to do, you're going to step down. I want you to put your phone and any weapons you have on the table. And do that now.
That's all I have.
Son,
Why are you doing this?
put them on.
What's up?
This was not supposed to happen to you. Do not make a noise. If you say anything, not only will I shoot you, I will find and shoot Jake as well after taking him apart piece by piece. Do you understand? Say yes, I understand.
Yes, I understand.
Now do not make another fucking sound. If we get pulled over, don't say anything. Go along with it. You don't want any more blood on your hands than what's already going to be there. I thought we were friends. I thought we were going to be able to have something special together. This was never going to happen to you. missing you for the next while. All the pain that they're going to go through wondering where you are. You did this to them. I thought you were strong. I thought you were so strong, but no. You had to sit there and betray me. I had a plan for you. You were going to be up for some great, great things. But don't worry. I have more plans for you. You know your friend Nicole. By the time that we are through, you are going to hurt her more than anyone else has. And you're going to do it willingly. You better put your eyes to the floor. If I see you staring at me like that again, I am going to burn the eyes out of your head. Do you fucking understand me? So much disrespect.
Fucking puto.
I see. I see how it is. I really hope you like your new home. You're going to be here for a while. Remember, Jake's life is dependent on everything you do from here on out. See, you, Ramona, you guys were supposed to be part of my team. You were going to help me with what is coming next. Now you're just going to help me in a different way. At least Ramona is still on side. Get out of the fucking car. You make one move and it will be your fucking last. Now I want you to I want you to shackle yourself on that tree. As you can see, I've already been planning this.
Yeah. You want me to shackle myself? Do it your fucking self.
What would Jake say? What would Nicole say when she's breathing through a breathing tube? After I crush her fucking skull.
You think you're gonna make it that far?
I'm still here. And there have been 3 people who have already gone through this, and I am still standing.
You're a cocky bastard. I am not some little girl that's gonna roll over for you.
So that's one name down. How many more do you want to add? This is your choice.
My choice. my choice would be to walk down this fucking mountain. I hate you. I trusted you.
I trusted you. You betrayed that
I
trust.
did nothing.
You turned your back on me when I showed you nothing but love and caring.
Because I questioned you for 6 hours, not even a full day.
Turned your back.
How is that turning my back? I came to you and told you what happened.
You should have done that right away. You should have trusted me enough. If you would have trusted me enough, you would not be here right now. You would never have to go through this.
So it's my fault because I have trust issues, huh? You knew this about me when you met me.
Drink this.
Fuck you.
I said drink it.
No. I will not break for you.
Drink it. It will make things a lot easier on yourself.
I fucking doubt that. Puto.
Even though I know no one really comes up here, this is going to be make sure no one hears any echoes bouncing off the walls.
What did you give me?
Psilocybin, magic mushrooms. This is going to make you loopy. This is going to make you not really sure what's going on. But don't worry. You are going to be swimming through an ocean of pain over this next week. And then after that, you're going to have one last rest before I'm done with you. This is going to